We just have a few things left, and there we have it. Coming along pretty nicely, I think. I guess going over it one more time would not hurt. If this really does end up working, then I'll be one happy demon, so I can't really afford to screw this up. Not the type of screwing I want to be doing tonight, anyway. Alright, starting from the top, using a piece of chalk infused with powdered ruby and brimstone, draw a large circle on a flat surface that is large enough to contain the transporter. Easy enough to do. Then next, with a tuning fork fashioned from black iron, strike the edge of the circle and channel your magic into it, tuning it to whichever plane you wish to invert the summon from. Okay, that's done. Lastly, once the circle is tuned, employ a mixture of ink and cursed quicksilver to write any specifications you have on the outside of the ring that will act as the filter for the desired inverted summon. Finish by placing a drop of blood within the center of the circle. Alright, specification: human summoning demonic entity from the second layer of hell, lust domain. All that's left is this. Oh, looks like that worked. And with that, the trap is set. Nearly exactly as it is depicted in this odd little book. I had forgotten about this little thing, to be honest. A token I snatched a while ago. If I remember right, the summon itself wasn't anything special. A lonely mortal spellcaster with nothing better to do on a Saturday night than to draw a circle and get some down-low demon debauchery in before the Lord's Day of Rest. And they sure needed it by the end. I mean, honestly, passing out after only 4 hours. That's just rude. I thought humans liked doing it, but that was nowhere near enough to satisfy me. He should feel so lucky I only took his magical tome as collateral instead of his soul. Though maybe he would have preferred giving his soul up instead. I didn't really ask, and from the looks of it when I left, there wasn't going to be an answer. I guess it doesn't really matter. I just considered it payment for services vigorously rendered. All in all, it is a pretty standard house call. Although it seems whatever skill he lacked in the bedroom was more than made up for in magical theory. This book has some pretty interesting stuff in it, but the real golden goose is this delightful little trick. Hijack summoning circle. I might be barred from using the normal channels to get summoned into the mortal world for a little while, But there is nothing that says I cannot redirect the summon that is already happening and take it for myself. After all, the gates of hell swing wide open both ways, so I doubt anyone would even notice one more passenger coming and going through the plane. I detest having to do all this setup myself just to get a decent meal, but I suppose I shouldn't be complaining too much about becoming a self-made man. I'll admit that talking back to the boss probably wasn't the smartest move I could make. But he didn't have to go as far as he did, taking me off the summoning roster. I mean, honestly, I'm one of the top contractors, so why shouldn't I get the promotion? As much as I like doing the dirty work, I deserve a little something for my efforts. Can't stay a mid-level incubus forever, and positions open up and get filled all the time around here. So it's not like there wasn't anything he could do for me. In my eyes, he earned a little bit of sass. But no, he ought to take it all personal and shaft me right as I was in the middle of a client. And wasn't even in a fun way. Just terminated my contract and shot me right back to the circle to get chewed out on the spot till his face turned as blue as my... Well, I guess the boss has an ironic form of punishment. Who has ever heard of a professional incubus going through a dry spell? A week of just sitting around and not getting into anyone. It's just no fun. I am dying to blow off some steam. Maybe a good employee would take this time to reflect and learn a lesson from all of this. But I never did take too well to learning lessons. Why play by the rules when you can play around them? Oh, speaking of play, looks like I've already hooked a live one. Well, that was certainly quick. Good to see that some things will never change. Even through all their advancements, humans still cannot help but let their curiosity take them to places they really shouldn't be. And though I would not have it any other way. Well, let's have a look at them then. Right foot forward. That scent, that delicate feeling in the air, sin through choice rather than being. Indeed, it must be the mortal realm. The impotent wizard has finally redeemed himself after all this time. So nice to see him finally come through, in more than just a literal way. And you, greetings, little human. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you for performing a successful summon. Very well done. You have called out from beyond the veil to sate the desires you feel creeping through the most private recesses of your mind. And I have arrived to answer that call and fulfill your darkest carnal whims. You seem surprised. By the look of this circle, you are attempting to summon a much weaker demon an imp or perhaps a lesser incubus. How fortunate for you that I decided to step in and upgrade your ticket, as it were. Aren't you the lucky one? I am named as Azrukal to your kind, a greater incubus of the lost domain, and for the night I am at your service. State your desire, and you shall indulge in boundless ecstasy. You hesitate, but your mind moves faster than your mouth, and I can see what you desire exuding from within very plainly. Still hesitating? Come here, human. I am not sure what you are going through, what trials and tribulations are at work within you. Life is a complicated thing, even more so for mortals. But now, here in this room, in my arms, it is simple. You have needs to be met, and I am the one to meet them. There is no reason to think past that. And so tell me, how was a kiss from an experienced incubus? Those weren't words, pet. Perhaps it felt so good that you forgot how to speak. That's fine. Save your words. I only want to hear your voice whimper and beg while I explore your body, my fingers leaving burning trails on any weaknesses your flesh has. Ah, you shiver with a simple touch. Do you not get the proper attention you long for? Oh, poor pet, so neglected. It seems there is much work to be done to bring your spirits back up. It might even take all night. You had a thought in mind as your hands traced out the circle I stand in. Your fingers moved with such purpose in each line as you drew your need onto the floor. You fantasized about being pressed up against the wall, hands held tightly above your head, as somebody ran their fingers down your cheek. I like the way you blush. Such an adorable face. One that I want to see twisted by pleasure, panting on all fours like a dog. And I can tell you like that idea. Does being a pet appeal to you? Do you want to be my good boy? Perfect, my little pet. Let me show you a taste of what good boys can expect. Look, sweetheart. I think he's starting to stir a bit. It's about time. I suppose you're right. The poor thing had a rather exhausting night. It is only natural to need some time to recover a bit. Still, that's no excuse to be lazing in bed all day. Especially not when he neglects such a wonderful creature such as you. Oh, you flatter me, sweetheart. As much as it pains me to part with you, would you mind giving us the room for a bit? There is just a little bit of business I need to take care of with him. But after that, I'll come play with you again. Well, hello, sleepyhead. I'm glad to see that you managed to rouse yourself. I was beginning to wonder if you would ever wake up again. Though perhaps it is normal for you to sleep for, what, 16 hours, give or take? I do occasionally forget how your time works. So linear and boring. All I know is that I was left all on my own for what felt like an eternity, which, even to me, is quite a long time. Well, maybe all on my own is a bit dramatic. I had the company of your splendid little beast, after all, and I say we bonded quite a bit while we were waiting for you to get up. Cats and demons do tend to get along, you know. A similar mindset, I suppose. Rulers recognizing rulers, after all. But something tells me that your mind is not questioning the implications of that. You have much more immediate questions burning within you, yes? Oh, right down to business. Not going to ask me how I am doing today? How very selfish of you, pet. I thought you might be overjoyed to awaken to such a fetching creature such as I, waiting for you. And I should be met with tears, kisses, perhaps you running into my arms. But instead, you choose to obsess over the trivial details of my presence, rather than enjoying it. How unfortunate that the good boy from last night is also the type to look a gift horse in the mouth. But I suppose living such a lonely life has brought about some poor manners. I see you have recovered well enough to talk back. Very well. I shall put the truly heartbreaking state of existence you live in to the side for now and humor you for a bit. Starting, of course, with the most pressing question you keep wondering. Why am I still here? I won't touch on how incredibly sad it is that you feel the need to complain about something that millions would kill to experience. But I will admit, I fully intended to leave you here all on your own, with nothing but stained sheets and an awkward, blissful soreness about you to prove that I was even here at all. But some complications have arisen on the other side of that summoning circle. Bureaucratic nonsense that I personally find both discriminatory and distasteful. And due to powerful entities that have decided to get involved in what has always been a simple transactional process, I have been placed on, well, let's call it administrative leave. Though being the positive type that I am, I prefer to think of it as a forced vacation. Whatever you feel like calling it, the fact of the matter is that I will be unable to return to hell for a while. At least not until this little disagreement blows over, and the higher-ups come to their senses and give me what I obviously deserve. But alas, I will not bore you with infernal politics. It is just a classic case of the have and have-nots. All of that has no bearing when it comes to you and me. Indeed, Pat, not being able to return to hell while liberating is also quite a hassle for me. So many things are not available to me anymore. The infernal summoning system, my list of contacts, even my full demonic power is beyond me for as long as I remain here. All I have is the clothes on my back, alongside my extensive magical repertoire, of course. But being an incubus, especially one of my level, my magic as well as my general well-being, those require certain things to work properly. A bit of fuel, so to speak. That is where you come in. Quite literally, I might add. I do admit, I might have bent the rules a bit when I took over the summoning circle you have created. But any demon who has been in the game as long as I have knows the value of a little backdoor dealings. And after last night, I can say that you know it as well. Oh, there's no need to be so coy. I'm quite good at what I do, so it's perfectly reasonable to praise me for it. It is useless to try and put up a front to save face, especially when I have seen it broken and drank deeply of the true desires that you have within. But back to the matter at hand. Ask yourself this. Why exactly should our dealings have to end with you left whimpering in a puddle of the aftermath of our union? My higher-ups have decided to act like jilted lovers and strand me here on this plane with barely anything at all. But they have forgotten one very crucial detail when they did that. The simple fact that I am Asrukal, the Voracious, the incubus who has shattered contracting records held for several millennia in only a few centuries. I have options, whether they want to admit it or not. And I cannot say that, after how I have been treated, that I am terribly concerned about maintaining the rules they have for interplanar visits. I am an independent demon as far as I am concerned. So, everything that I do now can be considered a matter of survival. And since that is the case, I can set the terms of my own contracts. With this newfound freedom, I can offer you things that a temporary contract would not allow for. Access to services that are normally beyond your ability to pay for. Not just physical services, and though I do believe you will request plenty of those. With this bargain that I am offering, you can make use of some of my more nuanced talents. My skill in magic, all of the knowledge that I have gained over my extensive life, and even something as simple as my companionship. are open to you, provided that you pay to have them. A flat trade of services for services. Your desires can be made real, should you be able to meet the price that I have set for them. I took it upon myself to browse a bit around this building while you were resting. Quite a humble place, but certainly not without its charms. Those charms being that it is teeming with humans, of course, full to the brim with unfulfilled desires, just waiting to be satisfied. I'll be able to secure having quite a nice meal just by invading dreams alone. Enough to keep me going, but that alone is nowhere near enough to satisfy me. I deserve something much more filling. Oh, I see that flash of worry across your eyes. Don't worry though. It won't be as draining as it was last night. A bit taken here and there at most. I might be a demon of lust, but even I can practice moderation. Unless, of course, you want to be used up again and again. You were quite the uplifting meal, pet. Tasty and filling, just how I like them. Not to mention vigorous. I do so enjoy it when I get to play for longer than a few rounds. Your face pales, yet there is an unmistakable blush over your cheeks. Oh, your mind must be racing to make sense of these. But your body does well to remember for you. You poor thing. This must be so confusing. You don't know what you should be feeling right now, do you? It's so cute that this is all it takes to fluster you. I think that living here would be quite entertaining. Yes, indeed. Since I am limited by this world, I will be in need of a place to rest and recuperate, as I cannot leave this plane, preferably somewhere close to my potential food sources, as I personally detest traveling. All in all, I'd say that you would be getting the most out of this. A guest that does not require food or drink, who freely offers pleasurable companionship, as well as powerful arcana, and all you have to give in return is a few hours of fun and worship. Does that not sound like a great time, pet? It can be yours. The only thing you need to do is accept my generous offer. So, what will it be? Will you return to the life you have led up until now? Or shall I make real your wildest fantasies? Then kiss my lips, pet. Give your signature on our contract. And devote yourself to me as I will to you. Well, aren't you having fun, pet? Oh, so jumpy. Are you not used to me appearing around here yet? Melting out of the shadows? Or Are you just so overcome with joy at my return that your first instinct is to leap into the air in celebration? Oh, I know you long for me when I'm not around, Beth, but unfortunately, I have rounds to make in this building. This delightfully alluring figure takes quite a lot to maintain, so of course I need to feed it well, and the people of this building provide everything I could need. But I have finally returned after a long, hard day of working long and hard all day. Back to my favorite little bed. Oh, and I could never forget about you, sweetheart. Come, come, get your kisses. Mwah. Oh, such a beautiful queen you are. Just magnificent. Ah, did you see that, sweetheart? I think that Pat might be a little bit jealous that you got your kisses first. Oh, poor thing. Of course, my pet gets a welcome home kiss as well. Come here. Better. I was away for a while, so I think that you could use a bit more. That should do nicely. It's good to get off my feet for a bit, let my hair down. So, what have you been busying yourself with while I was working? A video game. Yes, I recall seeing those before. I have no interest in them, of course, but if you want to play with yourself, then I'll be the last person to stop you. As long as you don't mind an audience. Well, go on, pet. Show me how good you are. Nothing beats a good stretch to really loosen up. Your eyes are wandering, my pet. I see you trying to sneak a glimpse of my chest. You naughty boy. Oh, my shirt. Yes, isn't it great? I found it inside your closet a while ago while I was snooping around. I wasn't able to bring my own clothes with me, and this one just felt so nice in my hands. I just had to put it on. But alas, it wasn't very flattering, so I made a few modifications so it would fit me better. And wouldn't you say that it certainly does, now that it shows my stomach and clings to my form so wonderfully. Hmm? Now, Pat, what does it matter that this shirt was yours? I needed some clothes, and besides, I wear it so well. Like I do everything, of course. But if the sight of me wearing clothes is so displeasing to you, then I suppose I wouldn't mind taking it off. Or perhaps you would like to take it off yourself. It's still so much fun to tease you. The cute little way you try and hide your feelings from me, despite how useless it is. Just so adorable. There. The troublesome shirt is gone and crumbled onto the floor. I wonder what will join it there. Perhaps your shirt, some pants, or maybe we can just skip the teasing and put you on the floor, my pet. Oh, am I distracting you? Is that right? You silly boy. As if I need to compete with the game to win your attention. Not when I can take it. Whenever I desire. Do you not think I can? That somehow you have found a way to resist my alluring wiles? Humans never fail to amuse me. To think that you can even stand a chance against what I can muster. That is the pinnacle of arrogance. Then perhaps you'd like to test yourself. You see, I've amassed quite a bit of power in the time I've been on this plane. I have gorged myself on each fleeting fancy and dark desire that you humans have buried so deeply within. So much so that fragments of my power have slowly begun returning. And seeing that I have made you crumble without using them, you stand no chance. But I am willing to watch you try, if only to revel in seeing you fail. Since you are so fond of games, perhaps you and I can play one. That interests you. I felt your desire spike, just as easily as you could feel the temperature of a room increase. That heavenly feeling of warmth running all throughout your body is just a siren's call to me, begging to be tapped into. The game is simple. All you need to do is continue to play your game while resisting my attempts to seduce you. Just complete one little level. And to keep things fair, I will sit right here until the game is over. I cannot touch you while you are playing, because if I did, well, you need at least a small chance to win. And speaking of winning, should you somehow manage to beat me in this, I shall do any single task that you request of me. Anything that you desire. It could be something as simple as a passing grade in your class, a raise at your job, whatever you want. But when you fail, you will not rest until I have taken every last drop from you. No matter how long it takes, or how you beg and cry, you will satisfy me. So, my pet, what do you think? Shall we play? Very well. I hope you don't have any plans for a while. You're about to be very busy. Well then, let's begin. Aren't you taking this seriously? Off to the gates right away. It's so nice to see you so focused on winning. I wonder what you might be thinking of having me do for you. Something life-changing, I hope. I did dangle quite a hefty reward in front of you after all. You could accomplish anything. Fame and fortune are but mundane examples of what you could claim. But alas, you'll find that victory will elude you. Have you noticed yet, my pet, that you can't seem to lift your legs? Perhaps you should look down. Now that is a wonderful look. I truly never get bored of it. The moment when an arrogant human realizes how hopelessly outmatched they are. I did say that I would not be able to touch you, but if you summoned tentacles, now that is a delicious loophole, don't you think? Don't struggle against them. They get so excited by movement. Look at them. Aren't they just wonderful? So thick and powerful. And yet they give such a tight squeeze as they coil around your legs. Do you feel them wandering, exploring your body? The suckers must feel like little kisses all over your skin, leaving a pleasant trail of tingles wherever they go. Is it getting harder to focus, my pet? Your fingers are trembling, and you keep looking away from the screen that held your attention so easily a moment ago. Do you think that you can afford to spare these precious moments? Perhaps you should use what little time you have in vain to struggle against the inevitable. It would be embarrassing for you to break so easily with just a bit of light teasing. So try to hold on just a bit longer. Oh, pet, that was quite the blunder. Now you'll have to start all over. You poor thing. Perhaps you should try a little harder. I'm sure you can do it. Just try not to think about how these tentacles feel as they climb up your body, rubbing and squeezing and sucking wherever they go. Focus, pet. You don't have long at all. Even now, I can see them snaking ever so slowly up to your hips. It's such a strange feeling to have a slimy thing of muscle wrapping around your waist, isn't it? Oh, but it feels so good. I can feel such potent lust swelling up inside you, getting bigger by the second. I wonder, how much more can you take before you burst and submit to my whims, so that you can drown in waves of pleasure with a smile on your face? My pet, it's such an exhilarating sight to see how you tremble, and it seems that these tentacles like it as well. They grow tired of teasing. They can sense your body giving in, relishing in the joy of being enveloped. You are so shameful, my pet, getting turned on by being tormented this way. But it's merely a taste of what you could be experiencing. I've been holding them back, but these wonderful tentacles yearn to show you pleasure that you could only fantasize about in your wildest imagination. Why don't you just give in? Surely, by now you know that you can't win. You're barely even holding your controller anymore. The game all but forgotten as your mind falls over, and all you've managed to do is pant and thrive. Why not surrender yourself and indulge in what you know you want deep down? We can both drink deeply of all of the darkest pleasures that there are. That's it, Pat. Drop it to the floor. Good boy. With that, you admit defeat, and it was a wise choice indeed. Now you are mine to enjoy as much as I want. But don't worry, I would not deprive you of the pleasure you crave. Shh, quiet, Pat. Aha. Oh. Well, that's just about your limit, isn't it, Pat? You held on so much longer than I thought you would. Good boy. I think I can say that we've had quite a bit of fun tonight. Yet, all good things must come to an end eventually. My little star of the show has been pushed plenty tonight, and any further might break you in a way that can't be fixed. And we'll just have to save that for another time, won't we? How are you feeling, my pet? Did you have fun? You look like you did. You are a dripping hot mess. Such a popular pet, being ravished every which way. You did so good, enduring all of that rough treatment from every angle. Now, what do you say to me for making you feel so good? Yes, thank you. That's a good pet. Now, as fun as it was to wrap you up like a gift, it's about time that we take those ropes off of you. Let's get you sorted out. There you go. Take it slow, my pet. You won't have too much strength left in you after all of that. Things got a little spirited, so you'll be ruined for quite a while still. But that's alright. I'm here to make you feel all better in time. Now that you're finally free, there is something we must take care of first. You are an absolute mess, my pet, covered inside and out. I do so enjoy appreciating my work, but right now, it's time for this dirty little dog to get all clean again. A little twist of magic should fix you right up. There. Isn't that better, Pat? Now, let's get that pesky little blindfold off of you. Oh, I missed your beautiful eyes, my pet. They are so pretty, but in my opinion, they are just as pretty rolled back. Now that you're all clean again, it's plain to see how rough you've had it. You are just covered in bruises, my pet. Slap marks, rope burns, and oh, even a bite mark or two. My, you've had it all tonight, haven't you, pet? With a little tender love and care, most of these should clear up by the morning. But even still, you are amazing, my pet. Most humans would not be able to endure what you have. Perhaps I'm rubbing off on you. You've enjoyed yourself, haven't you? From your begging for more, I thought you might. You've had quite a bit of fun, but for right now, it's time to rest and recover. So, you sit right there, take this water bottle, and drink. Not all at once, pet. Slow sips, okay? That's it. Good boy. Would you like to cuddle a little bit? I'll be able to help heal some of the nastier bruises that way. But if you'd prefer not to, we can just sit here or go lie down. You'd like some cuddles? Alright, pet. Here, lean into me. I'll support you. That's it. Get comfortable. Put your head on my shoulder. Oh, you are so adorable, my pet. My wonderful little spoon. I just want to pamper you. In fact, delicious as always. Are you hurting anywhere, my pet? Any soreness or pain? A little here and there? No. Well, that is to be expected, considering what you've been doing, or what has been done to you. I can work on that a bit for you. Shh. Quiet now, pet. You've worked so hard tonight, so let me do some work for you. I'll make it all better. Of course, my pet. It is my pleasure to satisfy your wants and needs. After all, you and I have made a deal. That diabolical bargain to share ourselves with each other. We barter for our desires, and as such, your burdens are mine as well. Having a little sexy playtime with you is incredibly fun and a feeling treat as well, as I'm sure you'll agree. But letting harm come to my pet is something I could never stand. You have made a pact with me, my pet, and as such, you have free access to my adoration and affection. You have given me such a boon tonight, my pet. It is only a fair trade for you to enjoy the sweeter side of your just desserts. Yes, I'll cuddle and kiss and care for you for as long as you need. Are you getting sleepy, my pet? Poor boy, you must be exhausted. How about these? You go ahead and finish your drink, and then we can cuddle until you fall asleep, which, seeing how your eyes are fluttering, will be sooner rather than later. Does that sound good, my pet? Yes, good. Then let's slip under the blankets. Your nice, cozy bed, just for you and I. Maybe sweetheart, if she decides to join us. That's much better. So warm and safe. Would you like a good night kiss, my pet? There's that dreamy little smile. Ah, so cute. Close your eyes, my pet. I'll be right here, keeping you company all night and caring for you in the morning. You won't be as sore as you should be, but it will still be a bit hard to move. Shh. Just leave all of that to me. Drift off to sleep as I hold you in my arms. Just breathe, slow and steady. Yes, just like that. Good, good boy. Good night, my pet.